People are jumping out of planes somewhere in the world right now.
Yep.
That blows my mind anytime I watch a military. I'm like, somebody has jumped out of a plane before, and that's crazy.
Every 5 seconds, someone jumps out of a plane.
And I'm like, my mind is blown. Welcome to When Harry Dumped Sally. I'm Tess Menzies.
I'm Natasha Vinnick.
This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com, we talk about the main relationship in the rom-com, and we decide how long the couple's going to stay together after the credits roll.
And who breaks up with who if they do that, and how could they did that to them?
And today we watched The Gorge.
Gorge. Ooh. 2025 film.
And our logline is, two operatives are appointed to posts in guard towers on opposite sides of a classified gorge.
True. That's all true.
Yep. We've got Levi, Miles Teller, and Drasa, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. I requested this film for us a year ago to this day. But I'm not the reason why we picked it.
We did
Other
get other
people
requests
requested
as
it.
well.
Yeah.
We don't trust Natasha.
Yeah, we can't trust me because I hadn't seen it, but I was like, I wanted to see it because I love anything that's a little bit sci-fi.
Yes, it's a very fun, like, sci-fi thriller. I enjoyed it. It's not like a particularly good movie, but
it's a fun time. Yeah, you have a fun time.
The set design, when they finally go into the gorge, I was like, this is really cool.
It's very cool.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is one of those movies. I loved DVD extras when I was younger.
Okay.
I loved them. I loved seeing the behind the scenes of like how everything was made. And this was one where I was like, oh, I would have loved the DVD extra where it shows the people like building the set design.
Yeah,
and stuff.
they were cool sets. Mm-hmm. It was cool. It was a fun time. I had a good time. I was, happy about it in the end, which is good.
Yeah, I thought it felt like a Doctor Who episode.
Yes.
It was, a pretty cheesy, but it was a fun time.
And a couple of their names, Drasa and Alex? Levi. Okay. And at the end, we see that they meet up
again.
Yep. A couple months later, something like that.
All right. You ready?
3, 2, 1, forever.
Gorge magic.
We love Gorge magic.
This is one where I was like, pretty much off the top, I was like, there's nobody else in the world for these fucking maniacs.
Yeah, they're crazy.
They're deeply trauma bonded.
Yes.
They're both unwell.
Yes.
In the same way. I'm like, who the fuck else are they going to be with?
Yeah, there's nobody else for them.
No, they're made for each other, for sure.
They're two like sicko snipers who've killed so many people at such long distances, and they're all fucked up.
Yeah, they're
together,
real
and it's
fucked
perfect.
up, damaged people.
Yeah,
and specifically sniper people.
Ooh.
But, and she's like real cool and quirky sniper lady.
She is.
I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I really like her. I think she's an incredible actress. She has done quite a few this style character, and I don't believe her in it at all.
Tell me more about this style character.
Like badass military girl.
Okay,
Mad Max also. And it truly just has to do, I'm like, you are petite and like
she's very waifish.
Yeah, I'm like, you're a waifish. Like,
I don't
great
see muscles.
actress, but I'm like, it's not giving military.
I agree with you there.
I want to see Gwendolyn Christie, like Brienne of Tarth style, like a chick who I would believe does this.
Yes. Especially because she was like doing movements and carrying things and like doing jumps that would require with like a lot more muscle mass than she has on there. I completely agree with that.
I struggle with that sometimes. Yeah. With not just her, other actresses as well, who are just very petite and thin, and you're kind of like, I don't know. I think you would. I don't know that this would work out.
Yeah.
So that's but I love her. I think she's an incredible.
Yep. She's
actress.
very fun to watch in it.
But I do I think it's like such a Hollywood thing. I think that maybe that's where it bothers me. I'm like, Anya Taylor-Joy is obviously like gorgeous.
They have to make her like hot and thin.
Yes, hot and thin. And I'm like, it feels like such a Hollywood thing where I'm like, why can't we get the kind of like tomboyish, muscular chick who like probably would actually be a sniper?
Yeah.
Who's still hot.
Still hot. Yeah. They're there. They're all there.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Drasa wakes up in a hole.
I think this is a jump in the future, right? For a second.
No.
Really? I thought
this is the kill that they keep talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When she's kind of being like, "Oh, are you the one who killed that person at 3,800 feet?"
Yeah.
This is that kill.
Huh. I really thought we were jumping in the future because we see her with the rocks at the very end of the film again, and it's where she is in the beginning of the film, I thought. And same with him on the beach. And he was there. No? Maybe I'm wrong. I believe you.
I think that's just how she like checks off days.
Got it.
But this was the kill that they were talking about the whole time, when he's kind of like, she's like teasing him, like, did you do it? And he's like, no, but like whoever did is a badass. Yeah. And she's like, it was me. It was me.
Yeah.
It was like this epic kill of a politician or some powerful person.
Yeah.
So that's what we see. Yeah, Levi's waking up. He's ex-military. His father and grandfather served. He's had 113 kills.
That we know of.
Yeah.
That are confirmed. But there are far more than that.
Yes. He's talking with Sigourney Weaver, Bartholomew. Mm-hmm. And she's kind of asking him like, oh, what do you do? Do you work private? He's like, I do whatever people need me to do.
She's like, is there anyone special in your life? And he's like, no.
No, doesn't do drugs, drinks a little because he's got PTSD.
She's like, why don't you take pills for that? And he's like, I can't shoot if I take pills. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I can shoot if I'm wasted.
Yep, pretty good. I shoot even better, just like I drive.
He's currently not under contract. She's basically vetting to find out that he has nobody who is going to miss him when he eventually gets sent to this terrible gorge.
Yes, exactly.
And she's like, okay, we might have a thing for you. Yep. And then we see Drasa, and she's running up to who we find out is her dad. She's Russian.
Yep, they're in Lithuania.
Yeah.
You know, she tells him stuff that makes her sad.
He's dying from cancer.
Yeah, liver and pancreatic cancer, I think both.
And he tells her that he's going to kill himself on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I think already knows that she's going to this gorge. And so she's like, well, I'm not going to be back. Like, I won't get to see you. And he's like, yeah, you won't. But on Valentine's Day, you look up at the stars and you'll know I've killed myself.
Beautiful. All right.
But, you know, I respect people's right to die.
Yeah. And that's what he says to her, you know? Mm-hmm. And so our Levi wakes up from like a drugged sleep in kind of an aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He's getting his hand scanned. This is like a top secret government thing that they are being sent to.
Yes.
They're not allowed much information. Obviously, drugged sleep. He can't know where he is.
Yeah.
He's getting dropped out of a plane.
Yeah. This isn't really important, but this comes up in lots of sci-fi movies, space, probably anything with military. And I hear it all the time, but I've still decided it's fake. When they talk about measures of distances and clicks.
Yeah.
He's 3 clicks away. What do you think a click is?
I mean, I think it must be real.
I agree that it's real, but it sounds so fake. And I hear it all the time. And I'm like, I'm not going to find out what a click is.
All right, well, I am.
Okay, find out what a click is for us.
It's 1 kilometer.
That's all?
Mm-hmm.
That's so boring.
Uh-huh.
Why can't they say kilometer?
It's shorter.
Wow, that really bums me out. I thought it was a really cool special, like random big amount.
So
just a click? This sucks.
1 grid square. So 1 kilometer on a military map, it would be 1 grid square. So that's something. Apparently, also, it has to do with targeting.
Yeah.
When you adjust your rifle, it clicks.
Yeah.
And it like goes by maybe that distance. So it has something to do with I don't know, tactical calculation.
Well, isn't it just the 1,000 like 1 kilometer? Isn't that?
Yeah, but they're saying things about, I don't know, rifles also. It's just a nickname so you can say it quickly in 1 syllable.
Wow, that's so silly to me.
The military is efficient.
I guess so. I'm so
I wonder
bummed
if
out,
also
though.
you're like talking over walkie-talkies and stuff.
One clicks.
Like they've just got to be like
quick.
What if things cut out and you're in the middle of kilometer and people are like, now we'll never know.
Man, I just really thought that it'd be something cooler than a kilometer. It's such a bummer for me. I wish it was a mystery. I'm gonna be honest. I wish it was still a mystery.
All right, I'm sorry. That's what it means. I feel like it's similar to the NATO alphabet. It like sounds maybe cool, but it like isn't.
Yeah.
I get pissed off when the NATO alphabet is in connections.
Yeah.
When that's a category. They love putting it in there as a category, and it makes me angry.
Oh, she gets so angry about it. She hates it.
I hate it because I'm never going to fucking remember the NATO alphabet.
Yeah, I'm never someone for years thought that you could just say whatever word to mean whatever letter. I didn't know we had rules for them.
M like Mary, S like Steven. You're like, I could just be crazy.
Every time I'm just being crazy saying words, and then knowing they're real ones, you're like, oh man.
Like, whatever. All right.
I haven't been doing that.
Foxtrot, got it. Yeah. Whatever.
I'm always gonna go Frederick. It's after like Frederick.
Yeah.
Foxtrot?
Come on. What is Foxtrot even?
I don't know.
What are we doing? And that's not one syllable.
Yeah,
what?
That's what I'm saying. What are they doing?
We gotta do Foxtrot. Okay. Anyway, it's September.
It really is. It's September. He, talks to this guy.
Yeah, he finds the guy who was there before.
Yeah, who's at a station.
And he's just he's been there for a year. He's like, I don't know where we are. He tells him basically what you have to do. He's like, you walk the western rim, you restock the ammo, check the fence.
No contact with the person in the opposite tower from the Gorge who's there.
And that person is from the east.
Yeah.
They're from the west. This is a coalition, and it's the mission is to keep this place secret. You need to stop what's in the Gorge from coming out.
Exactly.
And he says that it's the Hollow Men is what they call them.
Yeah, from a T.S. Eliot poem.
And then...
And we're introduced to the stray dog protocol.
Yes.
Which is if we hear air raid sirens, you're supposed to run because everything's going to get
crazy. And then he also... Levi's like, well, what do you think this is? Like, what do you think we're doing here? And JD is like, I think the Gorge is the door to hell, and we're guarding the gate.
Yeah. And it feels that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty fucked up.
This is also like sci-fi and just movies, like military movies in general. I feel like I'm always in the middle of it, kind of like, is shit like this actually happening? And we just don't know about it.
Ooh.
Like, especially military stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying necessarily exactly what's going on in the Gorge, but like weird top secret shit where somebody's like doing, I don't know, top secret things. Just, I'm like, what's happening?
I think there have to have been sites that we've had to blow up because for sure we fucked up something and didn't want things to get worse.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And then people go on weird top secret like spy missions. And I'm like, what? People are jumping out of planes.
Yep.
Somewhere in the world right now.
Yep.
That blows my mind anytime I watch a military. I'm like, somebody has jumped out of a plane before, and that's crazy.
Every 5 seconds, someone jumps out of a plane.
And I'm like, my mind is blown.
Please donate money every month to the people who jump out of planes every 5 seconds. In the arms of the angel.
That's the real people that we need to worry about, honestly. Something's wrong there.
So they switch off, and the other guy, I'm like, he's going to get shot, and he gets shot.
That was another thing. This movie was a lot of, I was like, oh, this is about to happen, and then it would happen.
Yeah, and you're like, okay,
yeah.
So basically what we know now is no matter, even if this year goes well, they're not coming out of alive. Like, our main characters are going to get killed either way.
Yeah. And I think this is also top secret shit. I don't know why you would sign up to do top secret shit. You're going to get killed.
You have to get killed.
Yeah. There's no way that this man could go back into real life with what he has seen. That information can only be known by such a small amount of people.
Yeah, exactly. And they aren't going to trust him, so they're just going to kill him. And you'd have to know once you have that knowledge, like you're going to get killed.
Yeah. And I guess people they're picking people who.
Again, no lives, no connections.
JD seemed like pretty friendly though.
He seemed like
Levi,
a nice guy.
I was like, it makes sense why you're getting sent to the Gorge.
Sad.
JD, I was like, this seems like a friendly guy. You don't have anyone in your life?
Yeah. You can't just find a...
Come on, JD. You deserve better.
Yeah, I agree.
We're in October now. He's doing radio checks. He looks behind the bookcase and sees that everybody kind of leaves a quote on the wall.
Yeah, from all the different people who've spent the year there. And this has been going from at least since the year 1947, I think is the earliest one he sees.
Yeah. Captain Bradford Shaw is clearly the one who named them the Hollow Men because his quote was from T.S. Eliot.
Yeah.
And then he sees from across the way Drasa cutting a log. Every time he like uses his binoculars to look at her, she turns and looks directly at him. Like she has a sense for this man looking at her.
I do think people in military situations
probably do.
I think you get extra spidey senses. Yeah.
And I would say that women have high senses already of just like, oh, I'm being like looked at right now.
Sure.
And then add on top of that military stuff.
Yeah. 100%. I believed it every time. I'm like, yeah, I buy it.
Yeah.
And we can hop to November.
Yeah.
They have these like frames for each month going through because it's supposed to be a year. So we're November and she's singing herself a birthday song.
Yeah. And then we get to start doing the Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, You Belong With Me.
We're writing notes to each other.
I love it. It's so fun. She shoots a gun to get him to pay attention and then writes a note.
Yeah. And he says asks his name and he says we are not allowed to contact.
She goes, it's my birthday. I don't give a whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
They raise a glass for her birthday.
They talk about, I guess, being shots or something, but she puts a bottle on her head and she's like, shoot this bottle since you're such a good sniper or whatever, and he won't do it. And then she shoots his vodka cup and he shoots the bottle.
And they're doing like fun. Oh, I can shoot really good. You could shoot really good. She asks him like if he can dance. He's like, I can't dance.
I can't dance at all. And then I think while they're like goofing around, we start seeing these climby hollow men.
Yes. And she's like, something's walking around, and it feels very Last of Us to me a little bit.
It
their
feels
design.
Zombie-esque. Yeah.
They're basically zombies, but like tree zombies.
Yeah.
If the zombies in Last of Us, instead of having fungus or mushrooms kind of growing out of them, if it was trees.
It's like trees, and I feel like there's also something crab-like. I don't know. But basically whatever's happened, it's merging.
All of the
flora, fauna,
things
people
are kind of merging together down there, like genetically.
And it's so interesting how that is like fundamentally kind of like scary and yucky to us,
Yeah.
It's ugh. And so there are a lot of them coming up, and they shoot them all up real good, and we can see that some of them look like old soldiers from like older nuclear times. And she gets hit with some shrapnel.
Yeah.
At one point we see a weird little robot thing. We don't know what it is.
Yes. Something comes up. I love this part. Yeah. Some like weird like ship,
like modern small,
looking thing
like,
that
drone.
we eventually find out what it is, but like it kind of comes up, like scans around a bit and then goes back down, and both of them look at each other and go,
yeah, which
they
like
just shrug.
You military snipers see a strange thing and go, that's weird.
Well, that sure is goofy.
Yeah.
We just shot up some tree zombies, and now a weird little alien ship's coming up. Oh well.
Yeah. I will say what was odd about the movie was the tonal shifts over and over again. Where you're like, this is, but also I'm like, okay.
Sometimes it was like, sometimes there was parts where it was like more thriller. Sometimes it was very silly, more sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think it was mostly just kind of campy and silly.
Yeah.
But the fact that both their reaction was truly just
bizarro. Truly bizarro.
Like, I would be like, oh my God, it's aliens down there. Like, it's.
I just assume it's like a thing that he needs to look into even. Like, I don't know if you would think aliens, but I think like, what is that?
Right.
Should
I shoot it?
We're not going to, what is that?
I
thing?
Shoot everything.
Seriously. It's very weird.
Then it's December. He's made a little Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
She's all happy.
Sweet.
They make snowmen of each other.
Next to themselves.
I also felt like this happened less during, but I feel like she had makeup on, and I was like, we're not wearing makeup.
That's silly.
That'd be the first thing to go
What
if
are
I
we
was
doing
at
here?
this gorge.
A year alone? Gorge? What?
There's no makeup coming in my bag.
No, not at all. Supposedly this was in the script before they were cast, which I find hard to believe because during this montage, they have them playing chess, which is her thing from her.
Oh.
And then they also have them both doing drums, him doing drums, which is from his drum film before. And they say that that was put in before these characters were cast and that the two actors were like, maybe you shouldn't do this. This feels like they kind of argued against it.
Uh-huh.
And they stuck with it.
They were like, no.
They're like, this is a little too much.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't actually pick up on that.
I picked up the chess thing with her for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then later I'm like, oh yeah, for sure with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do all that. And then we jump to
February. Nothing happens in January.
Yeah.
Uneventful month.
Yep.
As it should be.
As it should be.
Honestly.
Yeah. Relax, everyone. So
February, he wakes up. He's at a, nightmare.
he's writing poetry and he sees her crying.
Yeah, because her dad's killing himself.
Yeah. And so he really wants to like see her, or she says she wishes that he would come over and see her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I wish that someone could be with me. And he's like, okay. And this is where, if he wanted to,
he would,
ladies, because this man
Ugh.
bazookas himself
Yes.
across that fucking
Huge gorge. He thinks he can kind of zip line almost.
Yeah.
There. The zip line only goes maybe halfway, and then he has to creep a little
Yeah.
creep the whole rest of the way over
He
these
has to
creatures
build
that they've seen.
Yeah, that we've seen. Creepy spaceship.
Yes.
Easily could die, but no, shoots a full-on bazooka.
I have to say, this is the most romantic of
This
the
is
movies
the
we
most
watched. It was
romantic
so hot the whole
thing
time.
that I've ever seen. This movie,
It was the hottest one with the back and forth on the towers. Hottest, most romantic.
I don't know
hands
if I'm going
down.
to go with hottest, but I will go with most romantic.
I accept this.
But I feel like I wrote this down somewhere. I was like, wow, this is like deeply romantic.
It's so good.
Bazookaing yourself
Like-
across a death
A
gorge.
death gorge, the gate of hell.
Yeah, the gates of hell.
It's
If he
insane.
wanted to, he would.
And he did. And he did so good.
So that's why it's forever.
Uh-huh.
He's picked flowers for her. He made a little bouquet.
It's so cute.
And then, he goes across and she's made
Rabbit
pie for him. And I liked this quote. She's like, do you like rabbit pie? And he's like, I intend to. I was like,
It's so
"That's nice."
cute. It's so sweet.
Like, I will.
She made him take a shower or bath because he smells bad from creeping all the way across the gorge.
And then did you notice when he goes to take a shower, one of the towels hanging there is the towel that we both have?
You and I both have?
Yeah, it's the parachute towels.
The waffle one?
Yeah, the parachute.
I did clock that.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. And then I moved on. That's pretty crazy.
Burnt orange waffle towel from
Wow.
Parachute at the gorge.
Wow. The gorge. They're just like us. That's so funny. She does like a little tee-hee trick on him and makes his towels and clothes further away.
Yeah,
so he has
to be naked.
They're eating
like,
dinner.
we're silly.
They're eating dinner on the tower balcony. It's very sweet.
Okay. I feel like so many things were just silly. There was a lot of, I feel like this was written and a thing that is happening a lot. I'll talk about it in a second. Is writing for people who are on their phones. This movie had so many heavy-handed lines. This one was less heavy-handed, and this was more just. I was like, okay. She's like, what are you thinking about, or like, what have you been thinking about over there? And he's like, I've been thinking about what's the truth about this place. And I was just like, this is like such a stupid thought to share.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like,
yeah. Well,
what an interesting thought to have. She's like clearly like looking for something like, what's on your mind? Like, what do you think about?
He's the one who initiated it. He says, you know what I think about? And she's like, after you think about getting in my pants or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm wondering about what this is. And she says, my dad tells me that too much truth puts sadness in your heart and madness in your mind.
Okay.
And he pushes back with like, no, I think it's like hiding the truth that makes us crazy. And kind of have to do like the PTSD stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So I personally think there's reason.
I had forgotten the context of this line where I thought it was a stupid thing for him to say, and now I remember the context and I still agree with it, where he's like, I don't know, I think just be like, you know what I've been thinking about? What's going on?
What's going on here? What's really happening here?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like of course you are. And then he's like, oh yeah, I was homeschooled. I'm like, of course you were, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
She puts on music, they dance. She's like, you lied about being a terrible dancer.
He danced good. They make out. They do sexuals.
They hook up.
He writes poems every day. He's written a poem about her.
Mm-hmm. He went to Mesa Community College. Shout out Mesa, Arizona.
Yes. Love that place. And he goes back to his tower.
Yep.
He goes
repels himself back.
And on the way back, stuff explodes, of course, and he gets cut off. And so he like falls in.
And she dies.
She goes right after. She gets a little guy to do a little parachute down straight in. I just didn't know we'd be going into the gorge so fast, actually.
We're in the
immediately,
gorge.
Gorge Town, Gorge City.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're in there. It is... Everything's horrific.
I think this is when I was like, these people are insane and they belong together. These people are fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
I see a man fall into a gorge. Guess I lost my man.
Not her. She goes right out. Like, she fucking loves her man.
Yeah,
but I agree. I'm like, that was my man. I'll miss him.
Yeah. So sad. I guess I'll go stand at the ocean and think about
Stare at him. Mm-hmm. Think about him a lot. Yeah. She jumps in right away. And it's kind of like a like horrific upside down world in there, like a little bit Stranger Things vibes.
I think that there was just so many vibes of a variety of things, like Stranger Things upside down, Last of Us zombies.
Yeah.
There's a few other things that kind of reminded me of other stuff.
There's that book that's like a trilogy, and one of them became a movie, Annihilation. It's a biologist who goes into a mysterious quarantined area in X where nature has reclaimed civilization, and previous missions all ended in disaster because everyone becomes into these weird life forms and it changes them, and it's very like scary and surreal, and it's cool and it's similar. Recommend if you haven't seen it or read it.
They're down there. There's horses down there. There's tree horses. There's a scary bug. There's creepy trees.
Yeah.
She's shooting creepy thing off him. Undead tree people running about.
It's just like, it's clearly the platoons that we'd heard about in the very beginning from JD. We see them.
A ton of people were clearly down here. Bad shit went down, and now the government is having to hide it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, we kind of find out why they're keeping it around rather than just destroying it. But yeah,
well, supposedly they had tried to destroy it. Like they said that years ago they sent out those battalions, those platoons or whatever, and they couldn't destroy it. But clearly it's all destroyable with this big bomb. So why didn't they? We know why later why they didn't, but yeah.
I really liked this. We've got the undead tree people and they're doing shit, and then they run off and she's like, what do you think they wanted? And he says, well, they were so emaciated, probably some food. And I'm just like, they're trees, dude. I'm like, what are you seeing? I don't know. I felt like they were both stupid. That was what I also think they deserve each other, because they said things that I was like, all you know is shooting.
Yeah. Well, why do you think everyone was so intent on killing them?
That's fair, but I'm just saying the comment of like they were so
food?
Emaciated.
Yeah,
I like, those are trees. What are you talking about? They're so. It was just like, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
When I think of, you say like, oh, they're so emaciated, I'm thinking of like a human who's like starving. I'm like, I would be like, I don't know. Given the fact that they look like fucking zombie tree creatures, probably murder.
They probably just want to murder.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be like, oh, they look so emaciated and hungry. I could see all their bones. They look like sticks.
Yeah, it is weird. It was a weird line. I
think these people are dumb.
They might be dumb. And so they what We see the Lost Battalions. They're stuck there. They go into like some weird town, a weird church. All these people down there in the church, there are a lot of like bodies in the pews, and it turns out they all took cyanide pills because they didn't want to live with everything that was happening there.
He says, like, what's worse than death? She's like, they obviously were trying to leave something worse, and he doesn't think there's anything worse than death.
And then we see these awful spider skull things that are like Toy Story.
Yes. Okay, I was like, I know at some point I wrote a different thing. It's totally the Toy Story skull spider. Ugh. I think that the tree people are back. This is okay. Now I'm remembering all the things that it reminded me of. The tree people, some of them reminded me of Bootstrap Bill in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't remember.
When there's it's on Davy Jones's ship. In the under part of it, some of the pirates are like merging with the ship, and they've got like weird like crabs on them, and they're kind of like becoming a part of it. Oh my god, the Flying Dutchman. Okay, thank God.
That was good.
Really important that I remember Davy Jones's ship. It's the Flying Dutchman. Every time that one of these creatures showed up, my partner would be like, Bootstrap Bill. Davy Jones.
That's so silly. Me watching it, just me like screaming in my bed over and over again every time a scary thing happened. They kind of leave through the church. It's like them constantly battling these kind of weird old army people.
Yeah, we're finding lab stuff. We see a picture of FDR. It's obviously World War II stuff. They find a roll of film that says God Forgive Us on it.
And so from July 12th or 13th, 1946, they watch this and they find out that they were working on some kind of biochemical missiles, and then there were earthquakes, and so there were leaks, and because of that, all of them breathing in, if you breathe it for a number of days, you start becoming, so we see even the woman like shows us her stomach, and it's like kind of trees, and
you turn into a tree.
It's revolting, but like also with animals in it, like one of our tree guys has like a snake that's part of him. All
biology is merging.
And it's so gross. But they also then keep going through and they find some computers from the 2000s.
Yes, and they haven't bombed the gorge because they're still studying it. It's Dark Lake. They're building super soldiers. So whatever this chemical is, like, they know it's bad and they don't have it under control, but they're like, maybe we can
keep collecting the DNA to kind of like understand stuff and try to learn stuff for when we do build.
I was kind of expecting, and maybe I missed it, but I don't think I did. I was expecting JD to come back as a tree person.
I thought that would happen for sure for us too. I was surprised they didn't give us that. Or even that, like, he would go on one of his walks and somehow find him. Something, but they gave us nothing for it.
So...
And then we find out that these, like, we'll call them the tree people, I guess. I'm going to keep calling them the hollow men. The hollow men can think and steal stuff.
That's what they actually call them in the movie. I've called them tree zombies, the tree king.
I like tree zombies. They can actually, like... They can think tactically. They can still steal stuff. They can trick them. They're not like trad zombies, you know?
No, they're tree people.
Yes.
They're Ents. Lord of the Rings.
Okay. And so she got tricked. She grabbed a bag that was hers and he had like strung it up. And so he steals her, essentially taking her to a weird...
Yeah, she's fighting the tree king.
Eventually, they find a Jeep. A Jeep has the auto ascender to pull them back up their little zip line.
No, we're missing what? The booger cave?
Oh, I hated the booger cave. Yeah. Now let's talk about the booger cave. Sorry.
Come on. We're not going to talk about the booger cave.
We'll talk about the booger cave. Go ahead. Tell them about the booger cave. Tell them.
We got to talk about everything in the gorge. The tree people. The weird bugs. The Toy Story spiders.
I hated those so much.
And the booger cave. What the fuck is going on here? We go into some cave. It's weird alive booger things. It's all like yellow, but like with faces.
Yeah.
We've all merged into giant booger things. And then she accidentally runs into one or like steps on one. And then it grabs her and she gets caught in. Anyway.
It was so gross.
He sets it all on fire.
Their faces and the boogers somehow.
Yeah.
It's like it feels like fungus, but it looks like boogers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put it as looking like boogers, but yes, it is the booger cave.
It was the booger cave.
It's the booger cave and it's upsetting.
It's the tree people's booger cave.
It's all from the tree people. And so, yes, eventually, once they get through the booger cave.
Once they light the booger cave on fire.
Fuck the booger cave.
Then they find some jeeps.
Yeah.
And then they get them dragged up the wall. They do, like you were saying.
And I don't know how it's crazy. These guys are going after him so good. They shouldn't have made it any of these times.
No, they also do something. I mean, I guess it was ultimately what they had to do. But when they did the propane and then lit it on fire, it was like, obviously gonna come right back, and then it burns them, but they survive.
It's really,
classic action sci-fi. Our heroes gotta live.
They have to live.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say they have to quarantine for 5 days to make sure that they didn't get this weird, stupid stuff.
And they agree to kill each other if they have to.
And he tells her he loves her.
This is when she also says that she made that shot in Yemen.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, no, I love you.
Yeah. And so he's back at the tower. And he has a talk with Sigourney Weaver's character. Mm-hmm. And she says that he has to neutralize his counterpart.
This was the part where I said specifically that it was writing for people on their phones.
Tell me more.
Okay, so they have this whole conversation about how the contamination will show up in 5 days. Like, they've had this whole conversation, and then they're about to leave, and he turns to her and says, remember, contamination will show up in 5 days. So if we make it to day 6, we are in the clear. The way it was just like, hey, if you didn't fucking pay attention to that conversation we just had, this is what's happening.
Yeah. Also, in the lab, they learn more about Stray Dog, the operation, which is to explode it, and that if they get beyond 4.2 kilometers from the site, they won't get exploded.
Yes.
And that's important for later. So, yes, he's talking to Bartholomew. And, she's like, you got to neutralize him. He's like, totally. He doesn't know that she knows that.
He's like, she's seen videos. She's got surveillance.
In the computer that he was playing with.
Yeah.
That video of them.
She knows. And then she's like, Levi's been compromised. He's my mistake. I'll kill him myself if I have to.
Yep. We got to go kill both of them. At some point, we see our girl Drasa tell him she loves him back.
Yeah, they're writing to each other. They're patrolling. They're
so
giggly.
And then they see a helicopter, so he tells her to run.
Yep.
And so they both run, and
drones are chasing them.
And they have to do shots that are like the furthest shots either of them have done to explode these satellites to ruin the cloakers. Because of cloakers that have been cloaking this whole gorge area from the maps, if the cloakers are turned off, that's when Stray Dog happens.
Yeah.
So they go far. They go boop, boop, boop.
Stray Dog's happening. They find his quote. He left. 3 things cannot be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Buddha. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, no.
And she gets killed.
Yeah.
And
we're blowing shit up.
Yeah. And we're not sure if he made it because he was having a hard time, too. He was injured somewhat, and we weren't sure if he had gotten far enough away from the blast.
But they've agreed to meet him this meeting location in a rendezvous spot
in France. Perfect place for rendezvous.
Yes.
And so she's there, and we don't see him.
Yeah, she waits, and he also left her a letter. If I don't make it, open this at sunset, and it was a poem he wrote for her. And then I also wrote, I didn't pause to read it, but I was like, it'd be kind of funny if it was just like a shitty limerick. It was just like some piece of shit poem.
The woman in the tower had so much power each day or night.
Yeah. And she's like, maybe it's for the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay. I'll remember him a different way.
Yeah.
There are other ways.
He was very brave, and that's good. Okay. He wasn't really, English wasn't his strong point.
Not at all. It was shooting. He's a good shot.
Shooting, not poems.
So, then we jump a couple months, I think.
Yeah, and she's working at a restaurant in France. And she turns, and there he is, sitting at the table.
And he pulls out a napkin, and on it's written, I'll have the rabbit pie.
And then they kiss.
And it's forever.
I mean, it's forever because these people are maniacs, and there's nobody else in the world for them. They've been through so much together. I don't even see, like, how would it end?
It was so romantic.
You're ridiculous.
I love it.
I did feel like it was maybe one of the most romantic movies.
Yes.
Specifically him going across the death pit.
Yeah.
That we already know when he scales it is full of tree zombies.
Yes. That's super romantic. But even the little Taylor Swift You Belong With Me stuff where they can't really know each other, but it's so cute. I loved that.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, they're going to be together forever. You think they're going to shoot people forever? You think they're going to make kids together?
Oh.
I hope they don't make kids.
I hope not. That would be a big mistake.
That
would be a huge mistake.
If they had a kid, I bet there's just enough exposure to make him a tree person.
Yeah, they would have a weird tree baby, booger baby.
Booger baby. That's just a baby.
I feel like I did have the thought when they hooked up. Mm-hmm. I was like, I hope this bitch is on birth control. Could you imagine you're at the fucking Gorge?
Yeah.
You think they're not going to have condoms stocked there? Like, maybe you have an IUD or an implant or something, but like, again, you're not expecting to be around a person, so you're probably not taking birth control unless you have to.
Yeah.
I was like, obviously this is not what this movie is, and it's not what's gonna go down, but in my head I was like, well, what if you get pregnant, girl?
Huh?
What's gonna happen then?
She seems like a girl who's ready for that, though. She seems like she's got her IUD in.
Oh,
she's locked and loaded.
Listen,
literally.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, and I believe that she is smart enough, and also that's literally not the kind of movie that this is. This is just the kind of dumb thing that I think about sometimes.
My trouble with this is the first time in 80 years where they've been romantically into each other across the how can you not have romantic?
How could you not even
friendship?
If it's not friendship?
Yeah, exactly.
But also, it's probably not the first time.
You're right. There has to be other times.
People were definitely talking. You get so bored. A full year.
Nothing.
People were chatting with each other.
You have to chat with each other. But I wonder if this is the first guy to zip line all the way, to boomerang himself and zip line.
I bet that, like, actually, both sides, they're like, okay, yeah, we have this crazy gorge that we need, but also we, like, love the drama of the will they, won't they?
It's so hot.
And they, like, put them in watch, and they're kind of like, they just watch, and they're like, okay, when are they going to start talking?
It's the version of Love is Blind.
Yes, it is.
Like, oh, you're in your pods.
They are in their pods. And he said, girl, I am coming over to that side.
It's like, oh my God, no way. You have a dog. My mom had a dog.
Yeah, love is blind. Love is gorge.
Love is gorge. I love this. I was so happy this movie turned out enjoyable because I was so nervous, but I had a great time.
It was a fun time. It was a good, silly sci-fi.
Yes.
It was, you know,
silly
if you want to watch
rom-com.
a silly sci-fi rom-com, then you'll like it.
It's like a rare combo. You don't see a lot of sci-fi rom-com.
There should be more because I do.
It's fun.
Love a sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time. All right. Love is real. Gorge is real.
Love is gorge.
Live, laugh, gorge.
Live, laugh, gorge. This has been
When Harry Dumps Sally. We're here every Tuesday, and we have a Patreon.
Bye.
Bye.